There is no such thing called a bad location. You can only have unfit location. Now, unfit location is a location that does not fit in for the purpose of your purchase. Now, not everybody is supposed to buy in a well-developed neighborhood. Take, for instance, you are buying a piece of property in Lagos, right? The purpose for purchase of that property determines what location to look at for. Take, for instance, if you're buying a piece of property for yourself, you might want to look at a developed location. But if you're buying, for instance, for children, for your kids, you might want to look at a developing or under.
The 650,000 barrels per day that we've done is the largest single train, not only in Africa, in the world, and we just wanted to make a point, and which we have now, achieved.
A 650,000 barrel per day capacity plant, more than enough to meet Nigeria's petrol needs.
Let me tell you something. You listen to me and listen to me closely. Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry for it. So let me ask you, how hungry are you for success?
We are only classmates in school. After school, there are no classmates. Each one finds his class. Each one finds his class. And self-discipline is what defines the limits of what class we find ourselves. My prayer this morning is that no one here will waste his youth. And no one here will waste his life. It's a lot. It takes discipline to make the most of anyone's life.
I mentioned earlier on that when I had a surge in income, what took most of the money away were demands from other people that seems to be very urgent and important. I realized that there are many of us who are mismanaging our finances because of that reason, because it sounds very legitimate. I mean, somebody didn't have this, this person had this problem, that one had that problem. And you can find scriptural justification for that, for spending all your money, giving it out to other people. It took God to help me to resolve that, because I was permanently carrying guilt around for not solving other people's problems. Until one day the Holy Spirit said to me, "You're pretending as if your middle name is El Shaddai." He said, "You want to solve everybody's problem?" He said, "You want to play my role in people's lives?" He said, "If you pretend to be El Shaddai, you'll soon find out your name is not El Shaddai, it is I shall die." I'm serious. Because I was plagued with guilt all the time for not solving people's problems. But God was trying to remind me, you are not God. Let me play my role in people's lives. He said, in fact, that there are some people I am trying to teach to trust me. They can't trust me. They can't wait for me. They will always look for a shortcut. I don't want them begging anybody. But they can hold themselves back. And I'm trying to train them to trust me. He said, when you step in, when I'm trying to help someone, you didn't help them. You frustrated their growth process. So learn to hear from me before you help people, before you give the money out. And I say, whoa. It's not every giving that you get blessed for. If you are going to frustrate God's purposes for giving, don't expect him to bless you for it. So I'm trying to help someone. Don't walk around with guilt all over the place, because what happens is this, that once you have someone who's doing fairly well, and the person can't have the opportunity to build anything, to save, to invest, and to increase their capacity, eventually that person may come down to be at the same level with everybody else that he or she is helping. So we have what you call the crab technology. That's an invention. But somebody said, I've not proven it, that if you throw 10 crabs into one basket, none of them will come out. While one is trying to come out, one will pull the leg. Okay, let me describe it another way. In our environment, we have a culture